You may be wondering what's the relevance of this picture in the background? What is it actually? Well, 32 years ago, in August 1991, the MTS Oceanos cruise liner sank off the coast of South Africa after she suffered uncontrollable flooding. And the photograph you see is one of the Puma helicopters of the South African Air Force rescuing passengers or hoisting them to safety. Now, the captain and some of the crew abandoned the ship as soon as they realized it was in trouble, leaving the entertainment staff to make the Mayday call and actually help in the rescue coordination. Now, this call was made late on the evening of the 3rd of August, which is a Saturday. And at the time, I was a helicopter pilot in the South African Air Force. And we received the call late that night, early hours of the next morning, when we scrambled from Durban, which is our base. This is an hour and a half flying north of where the ship was sinking. The helicopters came from all other places, from Cape Town and land, and there were 16 in total, operating in incredibly difficult conditions. The seas were quite rough, but due to very strong winds, which made it difficult to hoist people and not bash them into masts and things like that. And we winched the remaining crew and the passengers to safety, and we were also assisted by lifeboats from a cargo ship which was in the area. Now, as a team, we rescued all 571 people on board. Not one life was lost in the sinking of the Oceanos. The bow sank under the water approximately 45 minutes after the last person was winched to safety. You can actually go, and if you go and have a look on my blog on this story, you can watch the video of the whole sinking. So why am I telling you this? I mean, I'm a business coach now. On first impression, this story appears to have no real relationship to my current role. Well, the fact is that rescue was one of the most successful maritime rescues in history. We saved nearly 600 people from a ship in distress in, as I said, bad weather conditions. That's no easy feat. So how did we achieve it? Well, preparation was the key. Did we know that we were going to be called out to rescue people from a stricken cruise ship that morning? No, of course we didn't. I was actually happily dozing away in bed, looking forward to a good breakfast on Sunday morning. And we had plans in place, not specifically for a series, but we knew the type of thing to expect if we had to go and rescue someone from a ship. We had plans in place if we had to rescue someone from a mountains. We had plans in place on how to get the aircraft out and get airborne in the shorter time as possible. We knew who to contact, who to phone. The operations room had specific scripts and processes and systems in place to get the right people called up. We worked together as a team, from the store people, from the engineers, the ground crew, the pilots, the operations people, the doctors, the medics, everybody, all together. We practiced this time and time again. And this made us able to respond quickly, efficiently, effectively, and to go and save lives. So the Oceanos was one example of, and there's numerous others. Now, when COVID hit, many business owners say that they never saw it coming. You know, the same happened in 2008 during the banking crisis and the property market crash. The fact is, we never really know what is coming. What disaster, as a pilot, did we have to react to? We didn't know. But one thing is certain, that change and unexpected occurrences are going to happen. So as business owners, we need to be prepared. We must have thought about what might happen, go through different scenarios, put contingency plans in place. Are our processes all in order? How does our team work together? Do we know what each other's doing? Although we never know, we're not charter yacht owners or anything like that. But what would happen if a key member of staff became ill? What would happen if a big client left? What would happen if there was a cyber attack? I mean, we talk about malware and all sorts of things. What would we do? Would we be able to operate without the computers? How long do you think your business could survive without you if God forbid something happened to you? Have you got contingency plans in place to ensure survival, whatever the future holds? If you don't, or if these questions, if you've never asked them, or if you've pondered them and don't know what to do, give me a shout. Book a call with me today, whenever, and let's get started on a path to long-term business survival, to put you in the best position to handle whatever comes across. We'd love to hear from you.